Cat and Lotto released a music video for their song Okay off of Lotto's album. Before I say what I actually want to say, you guys know I'm a hater, but I'm not a liar. And this is by far one of the cuntiest music videos I've seen in forever. Like, obsessed. Probably my favorite music video I've seen in years. Like, this is so good to me. Lotto calling herself Big Mama makes sense now because she's big, and I mean that as a compliment. Like, my girl is thick. Aesthetic in the music video to me is kind of different than stuff that Doja Cat usually does, but I think it works really well, right? Like there's like a cool scene where Doja Cat kind of talking to a guy and like dancing for him inside of like a prison where you go to visit someone in prison and you talk to them on the phone inside of there. They do a really fun sequence with a camcorder where like they're both Doja Cat and Lotto are recording on the camcorder, and we get to see that view while also seeing the view from the security cam that's watching them in like the bathroom in their hotel room. Like I actually think the music video is brilliant. Soon after dropping the music video, they announced that they are actually going on a joint tour together, which that part kind of caught my interest. And I was like, that's actually really interesting. There are a lot of discussions about Doja Cat and how Doja Cat kind of exists as a rapper, but outside of hip hop, right? Like she is technically a rapper, but she is not part of hip hop. And that's the reason why when we're talking about female rappers, we hardly ever bring Doja Cat up, even though she does rap and she raps very well. Anyone who cares about music will tell you that Doja Cat is an excellent rapper, but when you're listing off rappers, Doja Cat's name doesn't particularly ever come up, and that is done intentionally because Doja Cat's entire aesthetic, her entire vibe, everything that she does, her and her team have done has been so that she exists outside of hip hop. Hip hop is not just a genre, it is a culture, and Doja Cat has made a serious effort to not participate in that culture, and that is the reason why we hardly ever think about her as a rapper more than we think about her as like a pop star. I say all the time, it's one of the reasons why the girls will feature Doja Cat on their song and will let Doja Cat wash them on their song. Like, this is a great example of this, right? Like, Doja Cat's verse is miles better than Lotto's in this song, right? And the girls won't really care because they don't view Doja Cat as competition. They don't view Doja Cat as someone who is working in their lane. Doja Cat is a pop star who just happens to rap, so therefore they don't have to compete with her. None of this is accidental. This is all by design by Doja Cat and her team, right? Because Doja Cat's anti-blackness is very loud, right? And she does not want to be attached to black people. In the past, we've seen Doja Cat work with other rappers like Rico Nasty, but we can make an argument that Rico Nasty is another one of those rappers who, while she doesn't share Doja Cat's sentiments of anti-blackness, Rico Nasty also exists kind of outside of hip-hop because she's a little bit more alternative. Just to prove evidence of what I'm trying to say is that very recently, I don't know if it was Complex, I can't remember who it was, but a publication put out an article of the most successful female rappers working right now, right? And Doja Cat was left off that list, even though if we are going to compare numbers, Doja Cat is miles more successful than a lot of these female rappers. The reason why she was left off that list is because we people in the mainstream do not consider her a rapper. She exists within pop. The sudden switch around in the past 2 years or so of suddenly caring about black people and like being featured on Summer Walker's album, being featured on this album as well, all of a sudden Doja Cat remembers that black people exist, right? It's not coincidental at all. It's because Doja Cat burned all the bridges in pop. She ruined things with all the demographics in pop that you need to be successful, and very specifically with the gay community. By the standards of how successful she once was and the kind of numbers that she was doing at her peak, right? The numbers that she is doing right now, the numbers that she has done in the last two albums are flops. And when you are flopping and you can't go anywhere else, all of a sudden you turn around and turn to the black community and say, okay, fine, I guess I'll cater to you guys now. If I have nothing else left, fine, I guess I'll serve it up for you guys. Trying to argue otherwise, I know many of you will be in the comments trying to argue otherwise. You have to think about this way: Doja Cat and Lotto going on tour together. That wouldn't have happened 3 years ago, even though Lotto's core fan base has not changed from what it was 3 years ago, right? And the reason why they wouldn't have went on tour together is because you don't have mutual fans. Kind of people who are interested in seeing Doja Cat on tour are not the same people who would buy tickets to a Lotto concert, and therefore it wouldn't have made sense for them to go on tour together. I say that the reason why they're going on tour now is in hopes that Lotto's fan base will show up, which is mostly black women, right? That they will show up and they will support Lotto. And then when they get there, they will be reminded that Doja Cat is in fact talented, because she is undeniably extremely talented, and that she will win them back over after Doja Cat has made a serious effort to burn that bridge with those fans. Now she is trying to win black people over in the one and only way that she knows how, and the one and only way that you truly can win black people over, which is talent, which is that hopefully she is so talented that people will forget her anti-blackness because she desperately needs that black dollar. Didn't want to be considered a rapper before because she was not interested in what black people thought. She was not interested in black opinions. She was not interested in having black fans. But now that she is flopping in every other demographic and she is desperate, suddenly she can pander to the black dollar. In return, as audiences, what we are getting from them is what I like to call the I Have a White Mom tour. Both have a very minimum, to be nice, let's call it questionable relationship with Blackness in general, and now they're getting together to give us the ultimate biracial tour. Giving us the I'm Black, Unfortunately tour. Maybe Drake will be the opener.